Hey, what's up, guys? It's Donnie. I'm here to give my opinions on Morning Musume's newest album titled Morning Musume Best Selection, the 25 Shuunen. That will be released on August 30th, 2023. This album was announced a few weeks ago, I believe, but they've finally given us more information and insight on it, so let's talk about it. Before I ramble to you guys, I want to express how great it feels to be back. I had such a wonderful summer. I went on a few vacations, I spent a weekend with my mother, and most importantly, I've been spending time with my partner. But I honestly missed uploading videos and interacting with everyone. My hiatus was very long, but I'm so happy that you all stuck around and waited for my return. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. So now, back to business. So we're getting a best of album. How do I feel about this? For me, I'm honestly indifferent. I personally feel it isn't necessary right now. I kind of wish they waited a little longer because for me, and I'm just speaking for myself, Morning Musume 2-3 does not sound good collectively. I'm sorry, I don't know. For me, it feels like after Mizuki graduated in 2021, the entire vibe of the group is just off. Like, you can tell they're going through a very transitional period. I think they should have done like a best of album in 2017 with generations 9 through 14, or honestly even in 2021 before Masaki left the group. But you know what? Hey, I'll accept this album. I'll give it a listen. We're gonna get it, so hey, I'll accept it. So first, let's talk about the album cover. I was very surprised to see 17th Generation on the cover. I didn't expect them to fully integrate into the group this soon. I know it's been 2 months, but still, I thought they'd give them more time to, give them more time to really integrate into the group. But I love the album cover. It's given a very simple, clean, sophisticated vibe that I love. Simple is always best, remember that. I love where everyone is placed too. We've got Mizuki in the middle, as she should be. She's the leader. And then we have the 17th Generation beside her. Haruka, my girl Haruka, she continues to give us main character energy. And she's saying to herself, I don't need to sit. I'm going to stand and show everyone why I'm the future center. Sorry, Rio. She's the only one standing on the front row. I just love it. She's just giving main character energy. And Akko, she is really striking a pose. Maria, I love you, but you need to watch out because I'm telling y'all, Akko is coming for her crown as the visual queen. Oh God. So, but most importantly, we have Sakurai Ryo in the center on the top row, which is very much needed. I feel her addition to the group has been overshadowed by literally everything because I feel she joined at an awkward time. Because, when she joined, we were still grieving the graduation of my little sister, Chisaki. Yes, Chi is my little sister, in case you didn't know. My full name is Donnie Morito. Okay. I'm being silly, but, there's that. And then the focus was kind of shifted on Kairi and her graduation journey the rest of the year. And then the 17th Generation were revealed a few months later, so I think the focus right now should be shared between the 16th and 17th generations, because they, along with the 15th Generation, they are the future of Morning Musume. But, everyone else looks great. It's nice that the sub-leaders are beside Sakurai Ryo as well, so overall, I love the album cover. So let's talk about the set list. This is probably where I'm going to ramble the most, so everyone please grab some snacks because I'm about to talk your head off. So first, let's discuss Disc 1, which features the singles from 2021 and 2022 with a few new tracks. So we don't need to talk about the singles from 2021 and 2022. We know what they are, we've heard them, we've been listening to them, it's nothing to talk about really. So first, let's talk about Heavygate. I feel this song received mixed reviews when it was performed at Glad Quarter Century. What do I think of Heavygate? I mean, I don't dislike the song. It's just nothing new for me. It sounds like a Colorful Era song. The song reminds me of Aishu Romantic and ABCD Icha Icha Shitai. I mean, it just sounds very recycled to me, but it's a Sunku production, so that's expected, all shade. I'm eager to hear the studio version though, because I wasn't really impressed with the live performance. However, I love the line distribution though. I love it. The next song is Nunzansho Sazansho. It'll be a new song. This will feature the 17th generation, so I'm very excited to hear this. Again, I'm surprised the 17th generation is already being featured on tracks with the group. So that must mean they're doing well with their training, which is a good thing. If they're already being on tracks, this is what they're 2 months in the group now. That's really good. That's amazing. But unfortunately, I think this will be the only song Haruka and Akko participate in. So, it's a little disappointing, but again, they're new, and I hope this debut song for them is really good. So, I'm looking forward to hearing their voices. So, the last new song is Kaneshiku Naru Yuna Rainy Day. It's a new song, and it is also a unit song. So, per Sunku, the song's concept revolves around a story of driving in a car in the rain. Sunku says to listen, imagining the city's neon lights and headlights, along with the rain and windshield wipers in your mind. So in my mind, the song sounds right up my alley. Like, finally, a song where it's not about a teen girl going through an internal crisis and she discovers she's maturing and learns to accept her new self. I'm sorry, but I am tired of that same old story. Like, seriously, like, Junjo Evidence, Teenage Solution, Happy Birthday to Me are pretty much about the same thing. Like, and I'm sure someone right now is watching this like, well, Donnie, Platinum Era songs are always about relationship drama. And you know what? You're right. I give you 10 points. However, Platinum Era songs, they had that storytelling element that, colorful era songs don't really have, and even today's songs don't really have. But that's a different topic. Let's get back on track. So the Rainy Day song is giving me the feeling of a mature, maybe city pop Platinum Era style song. The song will feature Erina, Ayumi, Sakura, Miki, and Akane. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a little leery of this lineup because Erina, Ayumi, and Akane aren't the strongest vocalists. Well, maybe not Akane, but I'm going to remain hopeful. Sunku, fingers crossed, please don't let me down. Because I'll be so disappointed if the song is about a girl who has an internal crisis while driving in the rain and the neon lights and windshield wipers help her realize it's okay that she's maturing and her feelings are valid. Please give me some that oomph. Give me that good stuff. So disc 1 will also feature re-recorded versions of 1, 2, 3, Wagamama Kino Mama I No Joke, and What Is Love. So I am here for these re-recordings. I'm very excited for these re-recordings. 1, 2, 3 has significantly better line distribution than the original from 2012 and the updated version from 2013. What I'm most excited for are those syllable lines. That iconic the she te ru. So I can't believe I did that. So I know the first syllable line goes Sakura. So okay. So that is Sakura. That's Miki's. She, that's Mizuki's. Te, Reina just inherited that one. And the ru, Ayumi has that ru. Then in the second verse, this is what people don't know. In the second verse, the that's Akane's. Ayumi has the e, and quite frankly, she needs to give that up, but that's another topic. So the she is actually vacant right now because it was Chisaki's who inherited it from Haruna, but Chisaki graduated, so now that's vacant. The te is now Maria's, and the last ru is Erina's, which has always been. So for that vacant syllable line in the second chorus, I feel it should go to Sakurio, quite frankly. But I look forward to hearing the new syllable lines. That's what I'm most excited for. And then I look forward to hearing What Is Love re-recorded, specifically to hear Sakura and Miki's auto-tune lines, especially Miki. Okay, so let's talk about disc 2. We're getting re-recordings of a few of the updated tracks from the 2013 album. I'm just gonna say it. I thought that 2013 best album was garbage. I'm sorry. It was not that good. Those updated tracks were not good at all. So I'll be skipping those re-recordings whenever the album comes out, and I'm not even gonna talk about it. Sorry. But we are getting a re-recording of the original 2001 version of the piece, and I'm interested in that. So, but enough of that. So here are the real interesting tracks. So we're getting Last Kiss by Tampopo re-recorded, and it'll be a unit song. It will feature Makino Maria, Yokoyama Reina, and Kitagawa Ryo. This is a weird unit for this song. And I had to make sure this was the right song I was thinking of. I went back and listened to Last Kiss to make sure it was a song that I was thinking about. And I was like, this seems like a difficult song to sing. So looking at the unit, I'm sure Kita will be fine. You know, she's solid, of course. But it's going to be real interesting to hear Maria and Reina on this song. Off the bat, I can see Maria taking Corey's lines as they have similar voice profiles. And for Reina, okay, this is going to be a hot take, but y'all just tell me what you think. But I can maybe see Reina adding some good flavor to this song. So, as we all know, Reina has a very unique voice, and honestly, I can see why some fans may dislike her voice. But Last Kiss is a breakup song, and Reina's voice has like a splash of, I don't know, like desperation to it. She's gonna make the song sound good. Like sometimes it sounds as if Reina is struggling to hit the notes, but she sounds so endearing and charming when she does it. It sounds good. Does that make sense? Like she does this in Silver Wristwatch. The other track is Chikoto Love by Puchimoni. This will feature Okamura Homare, Yamazaki Mei, and Sakurai Ryo. I think this is the perfect unit for this song. Homare and Mei have very colorful voices, so Ryo's kind of flat, deeper tone will provide a nice contrast. So I'll look forward to this one. Next, we're going to receive re-recordings of Seishun Night, Jealousy Jealousy, Kimagure Princess, Miken, Roman My Dear Boy, and Koko ni Iruzi. So here are my thoughts on these. Jealousy Jealousy will be a waste of a re-record depending on how they distribute lines. If it's the same as live performances, they can just keep it, honestly. I personally would have swapped Jealousy Jealousy for Dokyu No Go Sign or Ambitious, or even Teenage Solution. Go ahead and get an updated version of that since Masaki's graduated. But I feel Miken, Roman My Dear Boy, and Koko ni Iruzi will be okay. I feel it'll highlight the few strengths in the current lineup's vocals because these songs aren't EDM heavy. Seishun Night was going to be real interesting to hear with the current lineup. I think the last time this song was performed was Chisaki's graduation concert last summer, and Erina, Ayumi, and Chisaki covered Masaki's lines. So now that Chisaki has graduated, someone needs to cover her lines and the lines that she was covering. Because Chisaki did center that song, and she centered the PV as well. But just looking at the original line distribution, if it were up to me, I'd let Sakurai Ryo cover every line Chisaki had in the song. She can be the new center. But realistically, I see Mizuki, Sakura, and maybe the 15th generation covering her lines. What do you guys think? Because I really don't know. But what I do know is I'm honestly excited. I don't think this updated version will top the original though. Nothing ever does. So Kimagure Princess is the one that I'm most nervous about, and I don't know why. Listen, you guys know I'm a big Platinum Era fan, and to be honest, I selfishly feel their songs do not need to be re-recorded because they're already perfect. I mean, they're perfect. So the re-recording will automatically be inferior to the original. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Hey, it's just what it is. Mikan is an exception because, let's be honest, it doesn't really sound like a Platinum Era song. First of all, the lyrics are too positive to sound like a Platinum Era song. Then it doesn't have the synth, the strings, the piano. It's, you know, all that good Platinum Era stuff. And the last time Kimagure Princess was performed was in 2019. I think it was in 2019 before the 15th generation fully joined the group. The lead vocalists for the song were Mizuki, Ayumi, Masaki, Sakura, and Chisaki. So Mizuki sang the solos in the chorus and sang the big solo before the final chorus. Ayumi took Tanaka Reina's position, Masaki took Ai's, Sakura took Aries, and Chisaki took Risa's position. So if they're going to keep this formula with the re-record, someone will have to inherit Masaki and Chisaki's lines. As we know, they both have graduated. Honestly, I think they could go to anyone. But if I had to guess, I think Miki will take Masaki's position, and maybe Maria or Akane will take Chisaki's. But truthfully, I can see anyone taking those lines. If I could choose, I'd give Masaki Ai's position. I'd give it to Homare. I think her voice would match, because you know, in Kimagure Princess, the initial lines, it's like that. There's that weird pitch in it, and I think Homare's voice would be perfect for that. So I'd give Masaki Ai's position to Homare, and then I'd give Chisaki Risa's position to Erina. And I say Erina just so she can have more of Risa's lines, because right now Erina is following Risa's career to a T. Like, but besides all that, I don't see the re-record topping the original. That's, you know, Sidney Prescott said it best.
You forgot the first rule of remakes, Jill. Don't fuck with the original.
Alrighty guys, so I want to finish up this video just talking about Mizuki and some of the discussions I've been seeing online. I've been seeing conversations how this may be the last thing they're going to do for Mizuki, and there's not going to be a single this year, and quite frankly, I don't think that's true. I think she's going to get a single. Morning Musume, since its inception back in '97, they've never gone a year without releasing a single. So I think we should assume positive intent and just be patient. You know, I will say, it seems like there hasn't been a lot of content this year for Morning Musume compared to the other Hello Project groups. And I'm going to be honest, I think that's okay. As far as we know, or just what we see, their schedule seems a lot lighter than what it used to be. And I think that's good. It keeps members in the group, they don't burn out, and there's no frustration. So, you know, I think we need to just be patient and just assume positive intent. I think she's going to have a single at the end of the year before she graduates. And I think it'll be a very nice single as well. You know, Upfront is Upfront, and I know it seems like a lot of people's trust and faith in Upfront is just pretty much gone at this point. And, you know, to be honest, rightfully so. They've done some shady stuff over the last couple of years. So, you know, I understand where people are coming from. But, you know, again, I go through life, just assume positive intent. You know, you usually have better outcomes when you assume positive intent. But yeah, this album, again, I'm really indifferent about it. Like, I mean, we're getting it, fine, I'll accept it, but for me, it really wasn't necessary right now. I know it's to celebrate the 25th anniversary, but, you know, this could have been done years before, or it could have been saved for the 30th anniversary. I think that's more, this album was more appropriate for the 30th anniversary, but hey, I don't make the rules, I'm just a consumer, and hey, I'm going to consume this. I'm excited to hear some of these re-records. Hopefully it'll change my mind about Morning Musume 2-3's vocals, because like I said, just right now as a group, there's just no synergy, and they do not sound good collectively to me. And I hope next year things change. They kind of shuffle around who's center, who's lead, who's ace, and I'm really hopeful. I'm fingers crossed. I hope Haruka and Akko have nice voices, and if they do have nice voices, management actually utilizes those good voices, you know, so we can have some. It's time to like. I want to hear something different from the Morning Musume. I'm so tired of hearing the EDM. Like I'll always appreciate it, but give me something different, because Juice Juice, their new single Funky Flushin', which is a Tatsuro Yamashita cover, they knocked, almost cursed. They knocked that out of the park. Like, that was amazing. And then you've got Okanorma doing great things. And then freaking Beyonds, they're over here singing about ham cutlets, and they make it sound so good. So it's like, I wish Morning Musume would just drop this cool image and just have fun with the music again. You know, give us something silly, give us something goofy, give us something depressing, you know, take us back to the platinum era, or, you know, give us something other than the usual, you know, girl depressed and she doesn't know that she's becoming a woman. You know, I get tired of that, but, you know, I'm starting to ramble, but I just want to hear what you think. This is what this is for. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. So in the comments, how do you feel about this album? What are you most excited for? Let's talk about it.